welcome back to the show. As always, your host, Chris, always thank you for tuning in to the show. As we promised today, we got a special guest joining us on the show. Amazing lady, like I said in the previous beginning of the whole show. Anyway, Elisha, thank you for coming on the show today. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me. Good, thank you. Yeah, just happy to be here today and with you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, Elisha, I was reading your journey, your story, all you've been through. First, I want to say bravo to you for taking the courage. I know it is not that really easy after all you've been through. There's a whole lot going to be going through your mind, especially when you come in contact with people, a whole lot more. And I believe you're getting by day. So let's talk about your journey. What really happened? Tell us about it.
So I went out for my birthday back in 2018 because I used to go out quite a lot, as you do at a young age. But on this night, I was on the dance floor and a girl chucked a glass up into the air and it came down and hit me in the face. So it actually knocked me out on the dance floor. And basically it broke all the bridge of my nose and it made all of my nasal bones cave in. So I obviously couldn't breathe properly, and you could tell by the swelling that something wasn't up. So in the morning I sort of woke up and I just thought maybe someone had elbowed me on the dance floor or just didn't really know what had gone on. And my parents sort of looked and said that they weren't happy with how I looked. So we decided to go to the nightclub and view the CCTV. And obviously I'd gone to hospital and they had confirmed that it was broken and it was just like a mess basically. So we viewed the CCTV and that's when it came to light, it was actually a girl that threw it. It obviously.
Yeah. And did you know this girl by any chance at all?
No, I can't. Obviously the nightclub did say they were going to go back through the CCTV and to try and trace the girl back, but unfortunately they never got round to doing that, so I don't actually know who did it. So that's been quite hard because it could be someone I know, it might not be, but I've always got that in my head now that I don't know if this person will ever do it again.
Yeah, see, that is the thing, because that's where your mind is playing at, where, maybe it's someone that knows who that could have done this, or maybe it's not someone who knows who that could have done this,
Yeah.
Could that be? So, how are you holding on when all of this happened? Your parent get to know. So you personally did not know that these things is affecting you. It was your parent that kind of, find out more about it and be able to say, hey, look, we have to go start checking on this for you, isn't it?
Yeah. So they're supportive of me, and obviously they want the best. So they sort of got the process rolling into me getting it sorted because they knew how much it was affecting me. And they obviously kept my spirits up as I was going through it because I become very low, and they supported me and made sure I was happy and helped me through the process of getting back to myself again, physically and mentally.
Yeah. Now, I'm sorry if I'm asking you this question, but I think the better you really kind of able to use this platform and other different platforms to express yourself, I think it helps to build up your confidence, and that's the reason why I said, I love to want to bring you on the show, because this way you can help yourself and people can help you, and things like that. So my question for you is, how do you go by on your day to day when you go out or come across people or when there's gathering? How do you manage to walk around this?
Well, I find that the process of going, for instance, I feel like at the minute with this, obviously the pandemic, the clubs have been shut. So it's kind of a bit of a godsend because I haven't had to go into that environment. But I found that before everything did shut down and I was having to go in that environment with a friend or something, I find it easy to do the process step by step. So start off small. So maybe like going into a pub where it's seated, where I feel comfortable and I know that it's not going to get out of control and there's not people around me. So I can do it gently, like get myself back into the club environment, but gently in stages.
Now, in your terms of your breathing, how are you managing yourself in between that? Is it leveled or is it kind of difficult to kind of, breathe in that way?
Do you mean like with my anxiety or actually with the operation?
With
the
the
anxiety?
operation, with the operation, everything auto together. I try to kind of put everything into one, so more easy for you.
So I find, obviously before I had the operation, I was because of the breakage and everything, I wasn't breathing the same. The air wasn't going up through because it was all the bones and everything was obviously blocking the airway. And I think there was a photo that I sent in. You can actually see that it's very swollen and it was very limited to what oxygen I was getting. So that was very difficult. But obviously, since all the reconstructive surgery that I had to have done, the airways are a lot more clearer and I'm able to breathe. It's never going to be the same because it's always going to be sensitive. And obviously, with what I do with my work, I sometimes, if I have my head down, I struggle with that because of the pressure. But in terms of anxiety and going out, I find that if I just take a moment just to settle and just steady my breathing, I find that helps me just to calm a little bit and get myself back into the room.
So sorry, Elisha. I mean, I know if it's something to do with faith, you're very scared someone walking by and could mistakenly, raise their hand or, things like that. All of these are things I believe that could be really, torturing moments, but like you mentioned, you've got families, you've got friends who are very encouraging, who are very there for you. So that's a good thing, and that's what we really need. And you also mentioned that because of the pandemic, it has really helped you to really build confidence a lot more. That means that the level of pressure you could have been if there was no pandemic, it would have been a lot more for you. So there's always that good side to every story. So fair play to you. And you're doing modeling as well. How's that going for you?
Yeah, I mean, this is a positive that has come from obviously everything with my nose. I will just show you this. I am in the finals of Miss Elegance of the World.
Wow.
So that is obviously, that is my way of doing something positive back, because I feel like no matter what you go through, there's something positive that can come through it. So if I was obviously to get the title, I would inspire people to, if you go through a bad experience, don't worry, you can be positive and remain strong and still come out the other side. Because I've had to obviously retrain my brain to not be so scared or anxious. I mean, I've still got a long way to go, but I like to think that I can help other people that may be suffering as well to get through that. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
True. I mean, fair play to you. I mean, like you're going into modeling and from your experience, there's a whole lot of work to go into there. It's not just something you jump in and out, So I think for years we'll be doing our shows, we've come across guests who have not similar the same process, but when you talk about confidence and body kind of exposure and stuff like that, we've come across a lot of different guests who have appeared on the show, use modeling as a way to regain themselves back again. So you're really on the right track, even though it's challenging. But like you mentioned, it's going to build up yourself and and be able to overcome some of the challenges you're going through. So are you doing full-time work at the moment or just part-time, or what way you work around yourself?
I run my own beauty salon, so I sort of run it to how I am, because I actually have because when I was born 3.5 months too early, so I was premature. So I've always had issues growing up, and I've actually got a heart condition called POTS, which isn't very well known in England, but it's known in America quite a lot.
Okay.
So I have that to deal with. So that is partly why I went self-employed, because I need to be able to work around my own sort of medical issues and know that on that day I can work, and if I'm having a bad day, I can limit it to what I need.
Yeah. Well,
So that's why, yeah.
Now go on. I leave that to you. Go on.
That's why I sort of have my own beauty salon, so I can work it to what I need. And obviously, hopefully, if I can get into the modeling, that would be brilliant. But obviously, then I can work it around everything that I do.
Yeah. No, I mean, bravo to you. I really respect all the effort you're really putting into it. You know, it's another way when we talk about beauty confidence. It's not something you do overnight, especially times like this where everybody's going through the madness of either depression or kind of ways. I think it's good to really engage yourself in different things so your mind cannot just be on a very kind of spot. Instead, you keep it that positive. Though there'll be days where you'll be down, but it will not be something that will go for a longer time, you know. So really fair play to you. Now, Christian, I want to talk to you about you running your own salon, you're doing all of these things. So that's a good side. Now, this competition, when is this going to be happening?
The finals is on the 28th of March.
Okay, 28th of March. Okay. And people are, is it just in England or going to be Ireland or other places as well?
There's a UK, basically it's two ladies going through to Orlando in the global competition.
Okay. Yeah.
One from the UK and one from international, so that can be anywhere around the world. So yeah, it's quite exciting.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Keep me posted on that one. Let me know what's going on. So
yeah,
you're talking about you said you have a baby before, or
when I was a baby, I was born 3.5 months too early, so I was premature.
Wow. Yeah, because I know you mentioned that, but I said, okay, I want to come back to that question to see. So you're 3.5 months premature.
Yeah.
Wow. You've been through a lot, though. You've really been through a lot, and I really admire your courage, you know, for coming out to really speak up what you are going through. And I believe that is the best way for everybody. When we speak out like this, it really helps. I know people always see the other side of, oh, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be gossiped about. But at the end of the day, people will still gossip. It doesn't matter how good or how bad it is. You know, they still come out there for you. So fair play that you are in this road of healing yourself and finding a new adventure for you. Before we wrap things up, what's the name of your beauty salon?
It's called The Art of Elegance, but the Elegance is spelt with my name, which is ELI-GANCE.
Awesome.
Because my name is Elisha, but my name shortened is Ellie, so I thought I could intertwine it a bit.
Yeah. Well done to yourself, Elisha, for doing this. And you're looking forward to your beauty pageant competition, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A bit nervous because I've never done anything like it, but I just thought, well, perhaps it's time to do something positive and try and uplift my confidence for what I need. So
true. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your story. It's very touchy, and we love to share a story like this to encourage you. And like you rightly mentioned, you're doing what you're doing to encourage other people too. It's all about confidence, you know, and we hope and pray that you continue to get the support that you need to keep your confidence going every day. And look, there are days that it could be difficult for you, but allow your body to cool down, you know, and then we bounce back again. But you are in the right track, Elisha. I want to wish you best of luck in all you do. Tune in, people at home. Elisha, she's just given us a website link. And also, Elisha, before we wrap up things, have you Facebook? People can find you on as well?
Yes, I'm on Facebook, my business and personal. So yeah, you can find me on there, and Instagram.
Okay, wonderful. That's where we're going to wrap things up. Elisha, viewers, I hope thank you all for tuning in. As always, the Jury Request Show. My guest Elisha has just given us a lot of more information, things that we're encouraging you as well. Also, we should be on the pageant show coming up on the 28th of March this month. So, what's the name of the pageant?
It's called the Miss Elegance of the World.
Okay, so viewers at home, please look out for Elisha. We want to make sure she won. So make sure you go give her your big support. Thumbs up for her. All right, before we wrap this up, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Joe Request Show. So we'll come your way next week. Take care and God bless. Bye.